Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 19 and we're here. This place. Edgewater. So what we're looking at from the quest is Star-Crossed Troopers Rebecca and Anders were hired to clear an infestation out of an expansion site for Edgewater that Spacer's Choice abandoned in the Emerald Vale. Head there with Nyoka and see if they're still alive. I have Parvati and Felix, so I have the wrong people. So I'm going to go back in here and choose Nyoka. Alright, we're gonna get rid of Parvati, grab Nyoka. And where do we need to go on the map? It is here, Abandoned Spacer's Choice Outpost. It's up it's up the way from the geothermal. Okay, well we know where that is. We've done that a lot. I spent a little time today watching one of the more interesting videos I've seen on YouTube in relation to this game, and it was two developers watching and commenting on a particular user's 12-minute speed run through this game. My mind doesn't think like a speedrunner's does, so I was like watching it, really interested in how they did it, and they just run by enemies and stuff, and I'm like, what? How is that? How is that remotely entertaining?
This is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
We got a big creepy crawler back here. We got hooligans.
I've been waiting for this!
We got guys up here too. Okay. Nyoka.
I am a star. Nice one. Nothing like a good tussle.
Alright, so Nyoka's looking for her people. Big container back here. Dudes we just waxed. So yeah, watching someone do a 12-minute speedrun, that was eye-opening because my brain doesn't function that way. A speedrun is not something I would ever think of doing, and I'm not the kind of person who would think about the fastest way to do something. So it was interesting to watch how that evolved, how that happened.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Nyoka.
Its display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Law helped me, but Anderson was right. You never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled or I don't know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message. For all the capable folk here, we're stuck. Back home, we had to fight for every meal, because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here, there's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up, offers life and service to Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope to the architect this never reaches you, but on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarchs will live in hell. We were sick of getting sick. Of boiled Raptidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a place here. Settle down. This Place ain't any better. It's just different. You're starving all the same. You never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. Miss you, kid. Marauders at the door. Anderson's blood out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive, anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
So what now?
Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Alright. Might do it. I didn't think there was anything about the wilderness you didn't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Dun dun dun. Okay. Gonna go hunt some primals then. And there's nothing else really in here that we need, so... Alright, we're back here. I made a mistake in fast traveling somewhere I didn't need to go. We're still not done here. We need to go see... According to this quest, friendship do bring... Trask is hiding in Emerald Vale. Where is the... It's pointed in this direction, right up there. Which is not far from the botanical lab, so we're gonna go there. Alright, let's head out of town. Trask. Let's see what we're looking for. Felix. Gotta finish this before we head back to Scylla. Where is this bozo? Oh, is he down that? Oh, and the Marauders are back. Everybody respawned.
You're the best there ever was.
Oh, kinda. I remember the last time we were here, we've traveled up in that direction roughly where I think this thing is going to be, and I walked all the way out to it, and I think I got a neat weapon out of it, and then like, oh, there's nothing else here. Well, that's because it was saving for a later spot, later time. Yep, this valley that we were in, we were here before. Only there was nothing going on. It's because it was meant for later. Save this game real quick. Love quick saves. You.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. Harlow said you betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that could happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you?
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another bored asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You're asking me to take your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved.
Of course.
I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
There is. You're looking at him.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine.
Damn right.
You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
What would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
Yeah. Alright. I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not going to kill you, Trask. But I'm going to ask for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Alright. We'll go see about this business. This bidness with Harlow. We'll go to Scylla. We'll look up some primals and we'll see if old Harlow here.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk. Surprise.
Well, Nyoka and I are best buddies then, because I'm also drunk, so there you go. There's nothing wrong with being drunk every now and then, is there? Just depends on what you say when you're doing your YouTube videos. Alright, Felix and Nyoka, let's go do our bits here. Now we can do this. Friendship due. Trask said evidence. The man to Queen will only come out if we get primal grants. So let's go hunt primals. Speaking of being drunk, this actually doesn't have a lot to do with it, but there are certain times when I prefer not to be drunk. I don't drink at all for doing certain videos. And some of those videos are coming up. December, in the spirit of Christmas and giving, have some things I really, really want to do, and that means closing out some of the video series that I've already started here. It's not going to be much longer for the Outer Worlds.
Down they go! Everyone all right?
And when the Outer Worlds is done, the other two series that I have running on right now that are going to take a while. Fallout 4 is getting much closer to being done, and that I hope to wrap up pretty soon. Skyrim's going to go on for a while, so it's just going to go on. And No Man's Sky can be played in perpetuity, so that's why I'm like just trying to throw out one of those episodes once a week. But outside of that, I'd like to get this wrapped up. I'd like to get Fallout 4 wrapped up, and the Baldur's Gate thing needs to get wrapped up. And then there's some stuff I'd like to do that needs to come down the pipe here. Oh, let's do this. Oh, that's the wrong gun. I want this thing. Oh, please reload, because they're looking at me. He left. He's going to appear somewhere, which means I'm going to shoot him like that. Nyoka, bury him.
Score one for Felix.
Okay, we did. That was awesome. I love seeing things jump up in the air. What else do we have, people? So, having running too many series at the same time is problematic on a YouTube channel. So I really want to get this wrapped up. I really want to get Fallout 4 wrapped up. I really want to do the rest of the episodes. Most of the episodes for Baldur's Gate 2 are done. They just need a little bit more, and then it's completely done. What's coming is a Galactic Civilizations 3 play, and I know that's kind of what I made my bones on with this channel, and then a Stellaris Let's Play tutorial and condensed Stellaris tutorial. How was that? Dropping that guy way up in the air. That was kind of cool. I dig that. That gun is awesome. It's a lot of fun. I was saying in a previous episode that made me feel, reminded me a lot of Half-Life 2, because the gravity gun is one of the coolest things that's ever been put in a video game anywhere. Alright, what do we have here? Landing pad, what is this? Do we need more? How many do we need? Like 3 pheromone glands. Okay. Well, in that case, this is abandoned mining outpost. We're gonna just fast travel there. I don't think there's gonna be anybody there, but if there is, we'll switch to our guns real quick. Okay. Oh, there's
Unexpected performing.
Hey, now you. Kill that thing. Thanks. Oh, we still got guys.
That's the last of them.
This is. Alright, let's head down here and go get this tanker. Primal. Felix, you need to heal up, buddy. Let me see if I have something to help you out with that. This is armor rating, and this is health 25%. Do I have anything that gives me 200 natural health regeneration? Let's do that. There you go, Felix. That should help you a little bit. How many are there?
I can do this all day. Don't mess with the best.
Spacer's choice. Thermal gland. Okay. Find the other one. Let's not walk into a situation where we're not fully armed here. Like a dingbat. Yeah, they're Galactic Civilization 3 is really the thing that has garnered the most views on my channel. There have been several updates to it now. A lot, actually, a lot of updates. And I'm actually kind of interested in playing it and just seeing how some of the updates might have changed it. Is it any better than when Retribution came out? Is it any worse? Okay, I'm looking at a tunnel I've never seen before. What is this? Never went in here on my first playthrough. What is this place? What is this? He said, what is this? What is this? Abandoned prospecting drone.
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all.
What are you excavating?
This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable.
So you're a prospector.
Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks. Always.
Okay.
Greetings, Junior
Weird.
Excavator.
I feel like there's a quest here. We just don't have a trigger for it, or a meaning. It's awesome though. I never came in here before. Huh. Well, he's excavating, but I don't think anything else is going on. All right, let's take a look. We have all of the. Give these gross glands to Nyoka.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch.
Perfect.
There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Okay, let's go. Before we do that, unreliable interior. Where do we need to go? Cylinder pad and mining outpost. Oh, it's in a different section of Scylla. It's not here. Okay, I understand what you're talking about.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
It's a ship. Nyoka, show us what you got. Look at you two. Such good crewmates. Alright, let's go see if we can find this business this guy was talking about. Trash evidence. It's on the other side in there. Where is... There. I get in there, wherever there is. There's a little door around here, and a little door around here, and there it is. Stashed receipts. Return to Harlow with Felix. I can do that. I got Felix. Felix is my man. Where's Harlow?
Been ages since we had a good haul. No freighters, no jobs.
Where do you
no
wander off
contracts
to?
for weeks.
It's over here.
Standing around kicking rocks.
Okay. I'm gonna position myself a little better here.
What's the word?
That's got a lot to say about you, Harlow.
Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
Yeah, Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Been bought off. I got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, he told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out? Your own employers.
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Neo could just plan everybody. Felix is going to take on everybody else. Yeah, Now, guys, we have to shoot our way out of this. So, yeah, I don't know.
Solid kill.
Everyone all right?
How's that feel? Felix, how does that feel? This guy, he wanted you to kill someone just because he's a punk. And what did we do? We showed him. We don't do punk. Big dummy. Listen, man. Harlow. Let me tell you, Harlow. We don't do punk. This group, we're all heavy metal. But I will take all your stuff because, you know, you're like a jerk. Ask me to come kill someone just what? Cuz? Jeez. I am like seriously burping everything out. So I apologize, people. It's not my way. What is this thing? Claw rake. Anything that's in pristine condition, I'm gonna just try to sell. Oh, let's go look at this. I'm just gonna try to sell this. Logs. Open last entry. Harlow's the boss. Rule number 1. Pirate code. Rule number 2. Fuck the board. Why are you reading rule number 3, pig? Wake up. You're seeing this, the board already owns you. You went looking for the rules. Why? Because life's a game to you. Maybe you like being played. Guzzle down that sense of security like purple berry flavored opium. Fuck rules and fuck terminals. It's not a revolution if we're using the weapons they raised against us time and time again. From the front lines of the riots to the corporate sit-ins and error document pirates code has been exceeded character limit. This is why I take the time to read this stuff. Because it's funny. If you don't have a sense of humor that can find that funny, yeah, you're watching the wrong damn channel, really. That was funny. Oh man, who among us hasn't done that? Character limit exceeded. That is, I like that. That's kind of a riot. I like that a lot. Okay, Harlow. What else is in here? Oh, there's a big container over here. This is acting like I'm wearing the wrong gear. Oh, I'm wearing that. I need my long gun stuff on. Okay. Well, I had my persuasion gear on. Dust in the wind. Alright, so a little side quest with Harlow there is done. Oh no! No, come back. Dang it. Idiot me. Together, you and I are at the front page, Harry. My new book, Magical Me. I've only seen all the Harry Potter movies like 800 times. And read all the books at least once. Kind of.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance.
Right, so that friendship's due. So, speak to Felix on the ship. Alright, Felix.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
Felix, my man. I got something for you. Let me know.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
You never really know what's going on inside somebody's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
Money changes people. The board probably offered Harlow a lot of money.
I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits.
Yeah, well, it's not like I pay you.
I ought to thank you for that. Keeping me on the straight and narrow. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Yeah, frustration talking. Listen, just eat some pizza, drink some beer. It'll pass. You'll figure it all out. Remember, it's a journey, not a destination. Alright, next, Star-Crossed Troopers. Search for the hive for remains in Nyoka's friends. We gotta go back to Monarch. Warning, dangerous Cascadia landing pad. Where do we have to go? Is it closer to Cascadia? Let's find out. Let's find...
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
Alright, Felix. Feel like you would be probably the best person to go on this trip with me. Yeah, why don't we do that? You and Nyoka. Let's make it happen. You've still got the big gun. You're pretty good at shooting it. Let's see what we can make happen. Terra Ray. Biological overview. Alright. Well, it's 400 meters away. Yeah, this is the closest one, and it's through here. We go to the Cascadia Turnpike, so we'll just fast travel there. Terra on Monarch. Oh, there's a big thing up there. There's a scrap mechanical there. This is... Where do I need to go from here? I need to turn... I'm facing that direction, I just need to turn left and go that way. Okay. This guy on my left gets antsy. While I'm here, let's check something. 200 natural. I want one of those things that was doing tactical time dilation. Recharge rate. I want that, and I want not mind attributes. Not mind. There's a lot of mind attributes there. Critical damage would be good, but I'd rather have the armor. Range weapon sway, like that. Like I'm concerned about that because guess what? I already sway the weapon enough on my own. I'm not Call of Duty. I don't have that level of fine motor skills over my mouse movement, which means that I'm 1,000 times worse with the controller. Good lord. My son's asked me to play Gears of War and what's the other really popular Xbox multiplayer shooter title? With this sergeant guy. Anyway. He asked me to play those games and it's just playing on the controller is the worst.
Whew. Here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well... I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Let's do it. Cat on. Yeah. Metal Gear. That's the name of it, I believe. Metal Gear? Is it Metal Gear? That seems to be the Metal Gear seems to be the one thing they're making fun of with Elon Musk's new pickup truck. Somebody made a picture already, a meme with a machine gun mounted on the back of it, and he's like, "Yeah, this is ready for gear for." It just cracked me up. It made it really funny. Liked it. Made me laugh. What are we doing here?
Here we go.
Now that was fun!
Okay. Search the hive for the remains of Nyoka's friends. Inspect the Mantisaur feeding grounds. here? Place Glades?
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
I'm with you there. Hate that smell.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
You built all this? This base?
We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Must have been a brave kid.
More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You were a family. I'm sorry they're gone, Yoko.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
I'm with you there.
Looks like we're doing this.
Okay, let's see how this works out here.
Oh, good, boss. Try another weapon.
I'm working on this. You guys kill stuff.
Nice hit!
God damn it, reload. Will you? Reload. weak spot. I'm not seeing it. Please reload. Please reload. How much more is necessary? Oh my gosh, come on. I've spent this whole time. What is it going to take to kill her? Oh my gosh. Herptophobia, no. Thanks. That was a bit ridiculous. Oh my gosh, it's like she was down on 0 hit points forever. Okay, that was pretty intense.
We did it. We fucking did it! I'd hug you if I weren't covered in guts. Come on, let's find those medallions.
Let's be clear about who did it. Because that was... I don't know how you would do that on Supernova. These two are sure to die. You'd kind of want to leave them outside, I think. Be your only chance. Wow, that was intense. Okay. That was crazy. That chick... That was...
Making it look easy.
Well, the first time through the game I played it on normal difficulty, so that explains a lot, because on normal it was not that hard to kill that queen. And on hard, that was intense. So yes, I'm going to give that a giant thumbs up. That was the kind of boss mob encounter that I actually like seeing. So yeah, more of that, please. I would say that the game, when it comes DLC time, would benefit from more encounters like that.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Nyoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course. Although, I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They'll help remind you of both the good and the bad, not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Metallica, Fade to Black. Got a banner, got a campsite. Telirtos, what are those? 200% natural health regeneration. I'll pick those up. Well, there we go. We did it. Wow. We did it. Killed that queen. So, that's a big deal. Let's see that all those quests are completed. So what's left is to... The override cartridge will hand control of the station system is sublight. We need to go do that quest. And then weapons from the void. Hawthorne's terminal mentioned searching black market vendors on Groundbreaker and Fallbrook. Let's see if we can find the rest of those. Right, Felix, for his part in this, leveled up. What is his? 20% damage to corporate military. We're going to go to Byzantium, so I'm going to give him that. Nyoka's bonus is going to be, let's see, healed 25% health when down. That would have been useful, but if you were playing Supernova, you would have wanted to have this before you did that man to queen thing. I don't care about my lie skill being improved. Melee damage, I don't care about that. Threat generated or that. Armor rating is okay. Ability damage, more would be probably pretty good. +3 armor rating for 10 seconds. Companion takes damage, or I'm going to give her some more ability damage. And we are going to get new skills. long guns with our... I'm always adding to those. Persuade up to 90. Lockpick gets a point. Medical gets a couple points. Science, engineering, determination. Yeah, where's the... what? Oh, and medical, when I unlock... It takes 80 to unlock the 4th drug. So, alright. Alright, so that's it. Let's go back to the Groundbreaker. Oh, we can't do it when we're inside here, can we? We have to actually leave. We can't fast travel from inside the cave because we might bump into the cave walls on our way out of here. That's just a guess. Well, this has been entirely too much fun. Where's our ship? Fallbrook. It's not in Fallbrook. Where did we park? Stellar Bay. Parked there. Unreliable. Alright, guys. This is going to be the end of this episode. As always, if you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel if you have not already.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave series.
And, oh, let's do this before my sign off. Ah, what just happened? Right there. Alright, and let's repair this stuff. Alright, so there we go, folks. As always, if you guys like the content and you have not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed, thanks for being a subscriber. If you have a question or comment, drop it down below. I'll do my best to answer it. I'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Let's Play The Outer Worlds. This is such a fun game. See you then.